Oh, trust me, this is the first dude I find when I get to Vegas.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds.
Riddle and I, we connect on a whole different level.
Whoa! Look out! Suit yourself. The flops are flying and the dumps are soaring.
There we go. All right, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the WWE superstar and star of Monday Night Raw. Ah, there he goes. Monday Night Raw, Matt Riddle. He's doing the show. I love
bro,
it. Matt
what's
Riddle, how's
up,
it going,
dude?
man? What's going on,
I'm
bro?
good, man.
That's awesome.
I'm good.
So you are pretty much on fire right now. You are riding a major high. You're teaming up with Randy Orton to take on AJ Styles and Omos this Saturday, August 21st, SummerSlam.
23rd.
23rd?
Is it 3rd?
Don't do that to me. 21st.
21st?
See, listen, because that's in 2
This
days.
Saturday.
It's this Saturday. There you go. So it's going to be taking place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. This is the first time SummerSlam's been at an NFL stadium. You're going to have thousands of people chanting, bro, 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 bro. Like, how does that make you feel? And what's it like teaming up with Randy Orton in the process?
I mean, it feels good. It feels right, you know, and it feels like an awesome homecoming. I haven't performed or competed in Las Vegas, and I don't even know how long. And to be back with the fans, be back with the people, be back with family and friends from all over the Southwest, because
Nice.
you know, I lived in Phoenix for a little, I lived in Vegas for a little.
Nice.
So I've been all over the Southwest. You know, I've been in Cali a bunch. So I know these are my peeps. These are my people. So I know it's going to be insane. And then with Randy, my best bud, my favorite bro, my BFF forever, Randy. Orton. Randy's the greatest. He's the coolest. And for RK Bro to be facing AJ Styles, who's phenomenal, he is, and the colossal, the monster, the giant that is Omos, which
That's
I'm not
big
gonna
boy.
lie, dude. There's no. I mean, I fought in the UFC. I've done absolute weight classes. He's big.
He's big.
He's big, man. He doesn't, dude. Even if he makes a mistake, he might kill you. If he does something right, he might kill you.
Like,
You know
whoops,
what I'm
my
saying?
bad. Yep, and now you're unconscious.
Yeah,
big boy.
he's a big boy. So, but dude, I wouldn't have it any other way, especially in that huge arena, that huge stadium.
Yeah.
And yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's good
Bro.
stuff, man. Well, and we
Sometimes-
all. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, sometimes you just gotta say bro.
Yeah. Love it. Well, bro, one of the things that everybody loves about you is exactly what you're showing right now, and that's the energy. Like, you come down, you're on your scooter, you get to the ring, and you do your chancla flip. Like, I love that. Like, what was your inspiration for that? Like, what did you think of when you did that the first time?
Well, you know, before I got to the WWE, you know, I was always a man, a bro of the people. I'd always strut my stuff, fist bump, do my thing. I didn't have the scooter. And I didn't kick off the flops. You know, back in my old days, I didn't have the same amount of money I do now. So I couldn't just be kicking flops in the crowd.
No, those flops are staying. Yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got to NXT, everybody's doing flips and they're dazzling the crowd on their entrance. You know, you got people coming up and thunder and lightning. So I was like, well, what can I do? And I'm like, well, I've always, like, my strength was less is more, you know? Like, everybody else is doing all that. So I got to do less. So when I told Triple H, I was like, hey, man, I'm just going to strut down to the ring, maybe give a couple fist bumps. I'll turn to the camera like this so you can see me fist bumping people, you know? And then I'm going to hop onto the apron, kind of look around. Then I'm going to pop over the top rope and kick my flip-flops off, do my pose. And he's like, that's it? And I was like, that's it, man.
That's it.
Like,
That's all you got.
You don't want to do anything else. You don't want to, like, maybe. I'm like, you know, honestly, my success rate is 100% at this. You know what I'm saying?
It can't get any higher. It's
yeah.
perfect.
And the thing is, I had to be true to myself. And if I'm being true to myself, I can't be trying too hard, you know, because then I'm trying too hard, right? I just got to be me. And right now, and then, and probably forever, I'm just going to be me.
I don't know how you could be anybody else. Like, it's pretty clear. This is you. This isn't some like, no, this is you. Like, it's pretty clear.
I try to explain to people, it's like, do you really think I'm a good actor?
No, it's pretty clear.
Not.
That's why people love you so much, because you're so authentic. And this isn't like a thing. They don't have to try to get to know. No, this is him. This is Riddle. It's lovely.
I think the one thing that shocks people is I don't think people think it's really me until they see an interview like this or they actually meet me in person. Right. And they're like, I remember AJ told me a story when I worked with him once, and I met his kid, and he was on his tour bus. So I went on his tour bus, and I was talking to AJ about something I left, and AJ's son went to him. He goes, he goes, Dad, he actually talks like that? And AJ's like, yeah, son, like that's how he talks. Like, he's not like he's trying. Like, no. And even when I was a little kid, man, I've always been like this. So it is what it is.
Well, hey, it's working out for you so far, so I don't think you should change.
Don't know how, but yeah.
There you go. Now, one of the things I've been looking up with you is a lot of people know you from your WWE career, but you got a heck of a background, bro. Like, this is nuts. So if you don't mind, can I read off a little bit of your accomplishments so people can bask in your greatness here for a second?
Thank you. Don't want to bask in the glory. That's Keith Lee's thing.
I almost said it. You see that? Did you see that? I had to stop for a second because I was like, wait, Keith's going to be a little bit upset. I'm going to
don't want to start that heat.
No, or do we?
I mean, I love Keith, but I would love some friendly competition with the young man in that squared circle.
I hear you. All right, let's see. So you wrestled at East Stroudsburg University, where you won multiple championships. Let's see. You were a 4-time national champion, American champion, and world champion in jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu, yeah. I won a bunch of titles in jiu-jitsu really quick, too. Like, in the course of 8 months, I probably won the worlds. I won nationals. I took second at another world tournament. I mean, I basically just put the pedal to the metal. I was done wrestling in college. My parents, I said I wanted to fight, and my parents were like, we're not going to support this. And if you're going to do this, you got to do this on your own. Right. And then I moved out and started doing it. And I grinded a little bit, but it was probably the best thing I ever did and made me work even harder. And like I said, pedal to the metal. And I competed probably 100 times in 8 months in jiu-jitsu, grappling. And I've racked up, I think I had 4 losses, but I was like 96 or 88 and 6 or something. It was insane. All this, yeah.
Well, and that actually leads me to my question: is how long? When did you start down this path, and how did your background in martial arts help you in your current WWE career?
Well, I started going down the path. I watched pro wrestling growing up, wanted to be a pro wrestler, but I didn't really know how do you get in? How do you become that guy on TV, Right. And a lot of them had an amateur background. And my brother had a bunch of friends that wrestled amateur. And they'd come over, and, of course, I'm trying to hit, the snap suplex with the brain buster on them. Oh, and they're just hitting me with blast doubles and crushing me, guillotine choking me and stuff like that.
Right.
And I was like, I gotta learn this. I gotta be able to, stretch somebody. They're trying to stretch me. Right. So I started doing that. And once I started doing that, I actually kind of drifted away from pro wrestling. I started getting really into MMA and UFC and jiu-jitsu and amateur wrestling. And that just consumed me. And then probably at the end of my MMA career, when I got released from the UFC for some, and I was just man, I always wanted to be a pro wrestler. And I feel with all the credentials you listed off, I'm I think I could probably be a pretty good pro wrestler. Not knocking anybody else, but a lot of guys that do a mixed martial arts thing, like CM Punk, who's no disrespect, he's 0-2 in MMA. And then you got Daniel Bryan, who's never fought professionally or anything else. Right. Great wrestlers, great talents. Right. But, I have the legitness. And then to see, and then I remember before I started wrestling, it was WrestleMania 30, I believe. Mm-hmm. My memory's not the best. But and Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker and beat the streak. Yeah, I know I'm not trying to upset you, but he beat the streak. And I was like, wow, MMA guys are, and then Daniel Bryan became that. And I was just I think this is the time with my background and everything else. And I made the transition, and Yes, my mixed martial arts helps me greatly, especially with my in-ring and all that, you know. So it was a very easy transition for me, especially with the passion and love I have for pro wrestling.
That's fantastic, man. Now, your career it's on the rise. You're taking off. Like, everybody wants a piece of the bro. Everybody's talking to you. I'm talking to you. Everybody wants to be around you. My question with you, though, with all of that happening, what are some of the things that you do to help keep your work life in balance? Like, is there any particular set of things that you like to do? Like, how do you keep things kind of level?
Well, you know, a lot of guys everybody we play some video games, so I do that. You know, keeps me loose. I got 3 kids, so I hang out with them a lot. You know, we go swimming, got the pool, got a bunch of dirt bikes and 4-wheelers. You know, I got some property now. You know, I got that main roster salary, so I can live that life. Yeah. And yeah, man, you know, like. I'm extremely busy, but I look at it like this. I'm busy wherever I go. If I'm at home, I'm busy. If I'm on the road, I'm busy. And I kind of look at the pros and everything. So if I'm on the road, I look at like stress-free. I don't have to clean anything up. I'm in a hotel. Somebody's going to clean up after me. You know, I fly. I don't really have to travel.
Nope.
All my, you know, everything's basically taken care of, and I just go through the motion. So I look at these trips like vacations, you know, like right now I'm in Las Vegas, had some room service breakfast, doing some interviews on my phone, gonna hang out with some friends, maybe go punch somebody in the face at an MMA gym. I don't know, maybe go see some old friends, you know, so, but like, and then when I go home, like I said, dirt biking, swimming, playing video games, sleeping, you know, maybe some rehabilitation. And, you know, that's what we do, you know. So,
you know what I'm saying? Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. All right. Well, dude, we're getting ready to wrap this up here, and this has been a fantastic opportunity, but I got one more question for you. Okay.
For sure.
All right, you ready? So, matchups. If you could, at any point, any time and place, anywhere, if there's somebody that you can face, who would it be and why? In any sport, doesn't matter what it is, especially with your background. Doesn't have to be WWE, it could be anything, but it can be.
Yeah. For me, I think it would be. I'm going to give you a couple. I'll give you an MMA one. So back in the day in 2004, I won the New York State Championships.
Nice.
Right, 189 pounds. There's a man who took 3rd place that day in my weight class. His name's John Jones. So now, granted, he is the GOAT. But if I were ever to step back into an octagon, if I had to, and the money was right, and it was even worth it, but technically I would make a hype video, be like, I beat you when you were a kid, you know? Whatever.
Smashed you when you were young.
And technically I didn't even wrestle him directly. I pinned the guy that beat him, so you know. But whatever. I still got
Hey, listen, that's how that works, right? You beat the guy that beat the guy. What did Ric Flair say?
What do you think would happen to you, bro? It's like, I pinned the guy that beat you. What do you think's gonna happen to you?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But, so MMA, and that's a bold one, right? We both agree.
No, that's the whole point. That's perfect.
The guy will probably hit me with a spinning back elbow, and I'll be like, "What year is it?"
I'm done.
You know, whatever.
I'm gonna go home.
Then, if I could pick any time, I would like to get a match with brutal aggression era Kurt Angle. Yeah. You know, he was slapping rookies off turnbuckles and just beating the crap out of everybody. And I know with my background and my intensity, I look up to a guy like Kurt Angle and other people like Brett and Sean and RVD, like people that had that hard, impactful work rate. So that would be amazing for me, you know, because I think that just the chain wrestling scrambles we could get into with some submission and prime cut Kurt did, nothing was better.
Come on. Nobody was better. That is without question one of the most underrated. And I don't even know how he's underrated, but where he came from and what he did just like that, it was unbelievable. I'm a huge Kurt Angle fan. So I
agree.
All right, man. So any last words of wisdom for the kids out there?
Hey, man, for all those bros and broettes out there, they just keep being yourself, keep being you, keep having fun, because it's contagious. You know, if you're having fun, everybody around you is gonna have fun, and that's what it's about, and that's how you be successful. Really.
Yes, there it is, from the man himself. Let's go, everybody! Tune in this Saturday. So just this Saturday to watch SummerSlam. It's like watch Matt Riddle and Randy Orton become WWE Tag Team Champions. Let it, just feel it. Feel the power. There it is.
Dude, I feel it. I can't wait
I just can't wait to see the shoulders, like when you just.
I can't wait to do this and then do my pose in front of Randy when he's doing his Viper pose and we're both draped in gold. I can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Hey, the Randy, you make me so happy was the greatest moment of my wrestling life. Hearing you say that, watching his face, it was so great. Oh my God, the Randy, you make me so happy.
He does, man. He's a good man.
Oh, I love it, bro. That's so great. Well, we will be watching you this Saturday become a new champion, sir. Thank you so much for your time. It was great talking to you.
Thank you, Andre. You have a great one.
Hey, man, you too. Take care.
Bye-bye.